Okay. So I need to figure out how much clearance I need around the edges, which means I need to bring a passenger train over here. Can we get my passenger train with the most offset? Use kata micromotor to power. Works nicely. Complicated part started when you had to build a 2-stud wide battery box. I think thankfully lipos are available. Ridiculously tiny. And all sorts of shapes too. Let me go grab some rolling stock. Just gonna get the ends here. I think that's enough, just the ends, yeah. These have, if I recall correctly, the most offset. More tiny. Yeah, that's a lot of offset. Wow. Basically, this can't be here at all. I guess unless I really, really move it. It's a wide berth. If I could just make the whole track a couple studs, I think a couple studs longer would be great. Just the way that this worked out. Oof. Oh my god. God, that's annoying. Mail. Okay. 2S 300 milliamps. Had to 3D print the case. Wanted a switch exposed. Yep. And a power functions connector. I see. I just don't have the time to just sit around all day waiting for the mail, because the mail comes at different times every single day, completely different times. I don't have the time to sit around waiting for the mail to come every single day to work on active training. So we've not been able to get him to stop going crazy over it. It was just agreeing. Technically, this clears. It clears with a good amount of space out there, but then back here. Oh, wow. I need like 4 studs, at least 3 studs, preferably 4. Studs to spare on the outside. Inside doesn't need anything. Inside is good. 1 stud at the most. Interesting. Mail carrier comes sporadically during the day too. Had 2 model kits sitting at the post office 5 minutes away since Monday. They haven't accepted the package from UPS. Oh, that sucks. That sucks. That Dolphin, you really like bridges, huh? Spud Hill Farm, how's it going? Good evening. Let's see here. Technically, this is all connected right now, so that's good. Just need one here. I prefer not to leave this alone. I think these can those can disconnect right there. So ideally what I should support is this. Yeah. Should support this here, then maybe if I can get just a little bit more of it off the edge. Leave enough space for this wire to go underneath there. Should cross right here. And that is where I need a full 4 studs, which means there's only 1 stud away from the building is the tricky thing. Energy bonus? Oh wow. IRS equivalent has all of your data. Sent you a voucher instead of transferring the money, so you had to go to the post office thing. Must have been a pallet or something. Haven't broken it down yet. I see. Well, that's where my first full armor Verka RXO ceased to exist in that handoff from UPS to USPS. I think it still says that it's waiting acceptance from the post office to this day, like 6 months later. Usually that's the first time I've ever had that happen, so expect that to not happen. It's supposed to be some government means against inflation on the energy market. Interesting. Can this work? This is the question. Can this work?
That escalated quickly. I mean, that really got out of hand fast.
A mail yesterday. Missouri arrived. You open it, you found a tiny bag of gummy bears the hobby shop put inside. But it wasn't gummy bears, it was gummy planes. The hobby shop had custom made by Haribo. Haribo will they won't custom mold for a specific individual or a small company. No, they must already have those available. They must already have the mold. But that's super cool though. Planes? Now you don't want to eat them because they look cool. Gummy tables. This guy. Nope, that just touches. Only just touches if I put it right there. Alright, so again, this is gonna have to go one single stud away from the building. And then I got plenty of clearance. to do that. Oh, this is not a bad spot. Catches all of this, but ideally I want to be a little bit forward of that. So if I double it up,
Oh!
good try. No double up on that one though. Amazon has UCS ISD 75 bucks off. That's good. I think that's retiring soon, right? Imagine if there's a gummy pen that worked like a 3D pen so you can make objects out of gummy. I like the idea a lot. Gummy is a duroplast, not a thermoplast, but you could use a 3D printer to make molds for it. If you can make a fast setting formula, and do a really, really slow print, theoretically it's possible. It's not feasible. It's not sensible, that's for sure, but theoretically you can make something happen. If you're really determined. Yeah, I wanted to get an edge of this, and then I want to get a good amount of bite over here, which this will do. Yeah, chocolate would be way easier. Way easier. Haribo does sell the planes, gotcha. Astro Snapper, have a good night. Have a nice, relaxing, enjoyable, fun dinner and movie. Depends on the brain after watching this Korean guy make an incredible Blastoise sculpture that is also a humidifier. Alright, that's cool. This is the spot. As long as I get a little bit of this supported right here at the corner, and I'm getting like 2x2. Lucky I can even get out to 2x3. It's stronger than it needs to be, honestly. This is easy to keep short. So I can just remove height. Plenty of clearance here. Hopefully this is visible. Vapor came out of its cannons, I see. Food you could use for making Lego compatible bricks. Chocolate might be too brittle. Gummy too soft. Make the tires out of gummy, yeah? That should be it. That should be it. 2x4. Chance of having a 2x4 white brick to spare around here? Near zero. So I'm gonna have to go get a piece real quick. BRB. bunch of extra stuff to hopefully reduce additional trips. All right, let's see what I missed. Query set still on sale. Indeed, I think it's on sale at Lego too, right? $40 off. Is that 40%? I think it was 40% off from Lego.com for the past, I want to say, upwards of a month now. Gifted sub, yeah, congrats, Raven. Nasty allergies. Ugh, yuck. Short problems putting in a pool. Backyard is shut off to the dogs. Now they're doing their business everywhere in the house. Yikes. Dang. Multi-material printer to print desserts. Caramel, Jolly Rancher, chocolate, gummy, maybe. Nougat nozzle for infill. I like it. So then, right on. No, that's great, and I appreciate you sharing that because some folks would prefer to buy it from Amazon. It's more convenient, and I don't know if it's still in stock at Lego.com. I forget what other set. There was some other set that was also some other known set that was also on sale for a significant amount of discount. So I can actually pull this in by one. There we go. Good. Height is something I need to be concerned about as well. Well, let's see. It looks like I've got one brick of height to work with. I think I can increase that. I can do, let's see. If I did, I think just one of these actually. I'm gonna have to keep it pretty lean here. And then put the tiles on top of that. And I need room for the lights. This is not ideal. But if it works, it works. It's gonna be stronger than it needs to be. Barcelona Stadium, yes, FCA. Friends Theater is 30% off in a few shops in Austria. Thinking about getting a few parts. Wow, excellent. True Sassip, good evening to you as well. What? Oh my god, dude.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Higo, what the hacking heck? Sheesh! Ah, good evening to you as well. Holy heck. Thank you again. You are entirely too generous. Like, way too far. Thank you. Gosh, I'm doing okay. I have had multiple streams in the city over the past couple of weeks, and I've gotten actual stuff done. Like today, down here, I made it so that this part of the tracks can be navigated by the elevated rail thing. If I can get the power tool in there. Come on, push the button. Wait, did I push the button? I did push the button. It needs a... Wait, oh. It needs a recharge. But it's running. Which wasn't possible until today, for quite some time, since I completely changed a bunch of the layout. So that feels good. Also, the fact that this entire rail is in, it just needs some support work, which is what I'm working on today, is good. I got maybe a little bit of sleep a couple times this week, a little bit, which is okay.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, I've been just generally pretty productive. No major dramas in a while, which is good. Yeah, still definitely not enough sleep, and sleep quality has been pretty poor. With my schedule, I end up just getting interrupted so many times, get woken up again and again and again. Have the worst luck. But still doing better. And better is better, so I will celebrate the little wins, you know? How are you? No gigantic possum. Oh, CMA. No. So Possumzilla, Possumlodon, I had an encounter with just the other day. I'm always telling my wife before letting the dog out in the backyard, check the security cameras. And then go outside and, like, you know, drag your feet a little bit to scare away anything that might be hanging around in the shadows. Or at least get it to start scurrying so that you can hear that it's there while keeping the dog inside. Well, I went out just after sundown to put some garbage out. And just outside the door to the yard, just outside the door, was Possumlodon. Giganto. Although I believe it had its baby, so it's not quite as big as it was, but I'm pretty sure it was that one. It's the big one. And it was just right there. Like, if I was kneeled down, I could have reached out and just touched it. It was right there. And I open the door and it scurries off because, you know, it's a wild animal. It's scared of people, right? Yeah. It scurries off all of like 5 feet away and then stops and looks at me. I'm like, oh, hello. And then I start walking out, which gets me closer to it, and then it scurries off again. Going about 1.5 feet away from where it was. So it moved about that far to get away from me and then stopped. And then I walked towards it again and it moved about that far further away. So the legend of Possumlodon lives on. Should have handed it a Slim Jim. I'm sure it would love a Slim Jim because they eat like grub and stuff. They stink. They like nasty stuff. So definitely, possum would love a Slim Jim. As long as you see the possum at night, it's all good. Possum during the day is a bad sign? Yeah. Know the feeling of getting woken up when you don't want to wake up? Yeah, it sucks. A lot. Perks of living in the middle of nowhere, you can shoot anything like that. I'm not even worried about the possums. Honestly, the possums are not a pest to me because they're omnivores and they're scavengers, so they eat bugs and any kind of little garbage they can find and stuff. So they actually help to keep the place a little bit cleaner. We just have to be careful for for our animal. But we also have skunks, which is a bigger problem. Our dog did get sprayed by a skunk that had distemper. Didn't transfer it to him, but yeah, we had to do the de-skunkifying once already, which was once too many. And we have raccoons. Now, raccoons are what I'm most worried about. We also have coyotes. I think our dog is a little bit too large to look like a snack to a coyote, even though we have some pretty big coyotes. I don't think that our dog now, like when he was young, definitely. When he was young, a puppy, coyotes were something to worry about. But the raccoons I'm worried about because they are low on fear and they will fight and the dog will lose against raccoons because there's more than one raccoon, and even just one raccoon is a feisty little bugger with some sharp teeth and the ability to rotate more than 180 degrees within its own fur. So yeah. Snarl face would make a good. We don't like that routine. The possum, yeah. Oh, not the possum.
Bruh.
Oh, the okay,
Bruh.
the possum. Okay, the possum. Yes. Possums eat much more pesky things, super ugly, but usually only helpful. Yeah. JC Gold, how's it going? Once got chased by a raccoon during the day. Definitely not a well animal. Yeah, and scary indeed. Holy heck. Molvin, hello. How's it going? So far, so good. The evening is. Thank you. Hope you're doing well as also. Saw a dog that had an encounter with a porcupine. That's sad. Have to worry about coyotes as well. It just got caught in the auto mod. Gigo. Here, them and coons, really any other varmint destroys crops. I see. Yeah. So you need none of them. Gotcha. Amy, how's it going? Just
What?
wild animals. Just talking about wild animals. One time I had a raccoon that handed you a Slim Jim. It's like, this is garbage. Would you like it? Maybe feed it to a possum or something. Raccoons are so cute. Oh yeah. No, they are. I think raccoons are awesome, and the fact that their fingertips are so pronounced, and they have human style hands. They're very much like this, and they use them. They don't know quite how to use them, so they do this a lot. But they're cool. They're not cute when they're full grown. When you have to deal with them up close, I'm sure. Use your hands, yes. They will adjust around trash dump and pickup days. Be out in the day if there's easy food. I see. See this around houses and dumpsters. Gotcha. Squirrels have the same hands and are always cute. Squirrels though, squirrels have ridiculously sharp claws is the thing. Because they're massive climbers. Not always daytime equals rabies for raccoons, yeah. He was talking about opossums, though. With opossums, you see those during the day. It's usually not a good thing. OSHA regulations on my mind when I build? No. Squirrels can definitely be evil. And annoying as heck. And they bark, and they bark, and they bark, and they bark, and they bark. And when they get used to humans, then they get kind of pushy. When people feed them, then they expect food, and then they will attack you if they don't get fed. Like, yeah. Black bears and deer are the most scary out there, probably because of their size and strength. Bears? I mean, bears have started, in my region, have started to come a little bit closer, in some cases, to humans, so that is an issue. Mountain lions are a little bit more scary to me, because I've definitely been close to them. Once went into a bar and there's one in there. I was very mad that you got between it and the door. Got the heck out of the way, yeah. Even ever eat squirrel? I've not. It's actually really good, really. So it's not gamey? I would definitely be down to try it. Deer don't really attack people. Yeah. Deer's really good in the freezer, indeed. Coworker has an infestation in his attic. You would get some of squirrels, right? Mother used to put out cracked corn for deer at our house in Minnesota until it started attracting raccoons. They were huge, never seen them as big, and they used to get into scraps. With each other on the deck. Yeah. Yeah, they make the most horrendous sounds just out of nowhere in the middle of the night. There's a friend's raccoon. Yeah, aren't there two? Fox calls scary night. Sounds like a woman crying. Oh wow. We had a deer that was not quite right in the throat. His vocal cords sounded like a moan, like a human moan, like dead on. Its bleat was so wrong. So wrong. Squirrel is not really gamey, in your opinion, but great-grandmother made really good fried squirrel. Okay. Wouldn't eat it? Oh. What? But fried is really good. Wait, make up your mind. You wouldn't eat it, but grilled... Oh, okay, you wouldn't eat fried, but grilled is... Okay, you would not eat it grilled, but fried is good. Interesting. Having trouble. Brother-in-law got squirrels in his attic. Ended up shooting them with a shotgun in the attic. It was that bad. I can imagine. Squirrels are, you can take squirrels out with a BB gun, even a ball style. Eventually got it. Yes, I say I worked with you. Don't have to deal with meese fighting. Okay, fighting. I thought for a second you said flying over territory. I'm like, what, are they jumping? Fighting over territory. Yeah, that's a problem. Moose is not something to trifle with. I have no interest in a moose encounter. Coworker tell you it wasn't Thanksgiving without squirrel gravy? Huh. Slingshots for squirrels is the way to go. Good thing for kids to do. Okay. I would prefer shooting myself, but moose encounter of the third kind. Nope. Don't want that. There we go. All right. Okay. Height. I have an issue with height here because ideally I mean, I can shift this. I can shift this a little bit, but it's not. This is. I guess if I cross the greatest length first, I need to leave as much clearance underneath this as possible is the thing. Because I actually elevated all of it some time ago at one end to be able to fit some steam trains through and such. Geese are rather foul, har. You only need to see one moose in person to cure yourself of moose curiosity. I feel it. Had to have a fox that had wrapped itself up in some thorny plants. Yikes! Good on you, though. Not gonna give your 6-year-old a pellet gun with how he acts, gotcha. Like hunting as long as it's for sport. Food and population control? Yeah. Agreed. Agreed. In the U.S., it's primarily regulated to where essentially you're doing, if you're doing it for sport, you're doing it for population control because that's related to the regulations and where what is allowed. There we go. This is better. This almost crosses. And if I just, I need a 4x4. We got 4x6. All right, that's a BRB, but this is gonna work much better.